What's up? Austin, Texas! Well, you guys picked the perfect month to come here. It's just lovely. Yeah, next year we're going to do January in Winnipeg, which is beautiful. Well, we're missing, because I think he's still doing some photos, so he will be along shortly. What? Oh! Buddy, how you doing?
Since I last saw you, good.
Yeah, you? Good.
Were you overseas?
Yeah. I haven't been home since I saw you.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Yeah, we were together in San Diego at the big Comic-Con there.
Or as I like to call it, the announcing of Jensen's 9 million shows. I was with Norman, and he was like, "Tell me about this Jensen."
Because he's got the world by the balls.
I know. And he's like, "Is he married?" I'm like, "Are you asking for yourself?" I've never seen Norman like really jealous, and I gotta say, he just was. He wouldn't stop talking about you. I had to pull out a picture of Neil and say, "He's not available."
I sat across from Norman at your wedding, and we had a really lovely conversation, and you know, it was cool to get to. I mean, I've met him before, but it was cool to like sit and chat with him. But it was, you know, it was just that normal kind of banter and stuff. But
well, and since then also he binged. Like, I don't know if you ever watched Supernatural, but he binged The Boys, and I think that changed his whole thing too. He was starstruck by Jensen.
Well, to be fair, I was a little starstruck at your wedding by him, just because I was like, Boondock Saints is one of my favorite movies of all time. And so I was trying to just keep my cool in front of him. So that's.
Well, you did a good job.
Well,
all around, you did a good job. Jensen also was like my preacher. Yeah. He got a little Rolling Stone like official piece of paper that said it was like legal. I think. Am I really married? Dude,
no, I got ordained, and they actually sent me like a priest shirt with a collar. Like I didn't wear that. But yeah, no, you can get ordained online. It's a Church of Life or something. In case any of you would like to become ordained.
You get married today? You gotta go.
That's right. I've got a certificate.
Do it.
No, that was a one and done for me. You're all invited to Norman and Maya's wedding.
Can I get ordained for that?
Yes. Yes. Well, thank you guys for being here. Thanks for showing up and giving us a reason to chit-chat.
When you got the role of Kessler on The Boys, initially did you know that he was just a figment of Butcher's imagination?
I didn't.
Spoiler alert.
It's been out for a couple of months now. Let's get with the program. It's kind of your fault with this guy. And they even try to spread them out now so we don't have this problem, as opposed to it used to be just all dump on one weekend, and it was like, oh, now you're fighting the spoilers for, you know, that. But now they're spreading them out so this doesn't happen. But listen, show's been over for a little while. Like, get with it. Let's go. Yeah.
So anyway, great.
Did you know? Did Kripke tell you that?
No, he didn't tell me. And I didn't ask. I mean, thank God I didn't, you know, was eating my own butt for, you know.
We didn't do that.
What I want to know is
Rob no?
Rob no.
Oh, Rob no.
Rob requested.
Yeah. You might want to lay some preliminary boundaries. Yeah, our real parents are in the audience.
Oh my
Just,
well, then I apologize. For everything.
my mom does not watch this. So any spoiler alerts?
She didn't watch Eurogasm?
No. No, it's like you might want to just skip this whole
I was like, she could fast forward through it, and I was like, no, there's no fast forward through it. You just go
go right to credits. We didn't even help you.
No, we're not that kind of show. This is true. Know your audience.
What the hell are you holding? Oh.
Kamiko used that in a fight once. Anyway, it's a fan.
I was gonna say I just had a photo op with him, and I'm still pulling off. I was wondering, of any of you, have you thought about or maybe started thinking about writing your memoirs or autobiography?
I'm living in my memoir, right? This is me talking about my experience. It's happening live. No printing press necessary. This is a live memoir. Yeah, you just go on YouTube and
YouTube or Twitter
things.
30-second clips of these two on stage.
There you go.
There's your memoirs.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. All right.
There's nothing to hide. You know too much. You know too much. Okay, right here. Yeah. Hi.
Hi. Could you tell us some of the differences that you've discovered between acting and producing, directing, and how they've affected your performances with both?
Producer is just a title they gave me. I did nothing to earn it. It's just in my contract.
What about your other titles?
I would say the producing side of things is, there's a lot of different facets, I think, and different types of producers that handle different tasks. And that's really what a producer is they're task rabbits. They are putting out fires, but if there's no fires to put out, then there's really not a whole lot to do as a producer, from a production standpoint. If you're talking about producing from a conceptualizing standpoint, when you're in the writing room and you're coming up with, okay. Yeah. You understand.
That's a future producer right there.
Yeah, that's a creative producer. But then there's line producers that are in charge of, keeping the books and doing budgetary things and turning in budgets to the studio. And so there's a lot of different types of roles that fall under the producer umbrella. But with me, it was more about just, that title to me just meant be a leader on set, which I already kind of feel responsible for anyway as as a lead actor, is setting a tone and leading by example and leading a cast and crew and with the help of others. And so producing was less of I think, bringing on more responsibility. I think Jared probably took on more because he liked that element of it. I would say for me, what impacted acting more outside of acting was directing. Learning learning all the nuts and bolts to frame composition and why I'm using this lens instead of this lens. Focal length and drawing the audiences to why you put a subject, whether you put the left frame or right frame instead of center frame. So all of that stuff started to really help me when I was in front of the camera, understanding why they were doing that, having that knowledge, and then just being more comfortable with my performance, knowing exactly how it was. It was almost like I knew what the reflection looked like without the mirror being there. And that can be troubling for some people who don't want to know, they just want to be able to perform. But I think, especially I know Jared and and I think Jeff as well, we're really technical with our acting. We understand, marks and lighting, and if you're not on your mark, you're not going to be in focus. And then also framing, and I can ask a camera operator who's 20 feet away what lens they're on and know exactly where that frame's hitting me. And so that just helps me in my performance, because if I know they're on a 135 and they're right here, then I'm not gonna do that. But if they're on a 40, or if they're
then you'll do that?
Then you might make the motions bigger. You're able to play. The space is larger to fit. And so just that kind of knowledge helped me as an actor, I think, and then I learned more of that from directing, I think, than I did, anything at the producer side.
Cool. Every day starts with phone calls saying,
it's too expensive.
Too expensive. You spent too much money yesterday. If I could go direct one of these guys in a second. Yeah, that'd be great.
Noted.
Yeah, cool.
I don't have much to talk about.
No.
I'll try to drum up some work for you then. No, you know everything that's happening with me, so my world's about to change here in about 2 weeks.
Did you start in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which one? Which one?
I don't remember which one.
The one on Amazon.
Oh, there he is.
Countdown starts September. And then we're off to the races because I think there's going to be overlapping with Boys, and then there's going to be overlapping with Law Rising, and then it's all going to start again. So it's going to be pretty sick. It's going to be that way for a while. I don't know where the light at the end of the tunnel is. Either that or Amazon's going to break me. I don't know. One of the two are. Is that us? Are we done? Somebody just give us the. Or do we have time for one more? One more. Great. Yes, sir. All the way over to the right. All right. Last question. What do you got?
So, Jeffrey, first of all, best villain ever. So my question is to you and Jensen. If the right people contacted you, would you play Batman? And would you ever consider playing the Joker?
Yes. Yes. No, think about it for a second.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Hey, Amazon.
Is this the one? We have a yes. Okay, thank y'all so much.
Hey, thanks, guys.